today. All right, what's up, everybody? Oh, all right. Well, hey, we're doing another little test today. Streaming on 5 platforms right now, so we're gonna drive to Howard Park, and I got my rear camera behind me. So we're gonna see how that works. It could be a side camera, but it's easily switchable. I can make it bigger if we end up with something behind me that we need to see. Could be a little weather coming down next week, Wednesday, Thursday, and possibly the weekend for a little bit lower developing low pressure. The main one, of course, starts late Monday, but mainly Tuesday, Wednesday, Wednesday for the Eastern Gulf, Wednesday night, and then possibly early Thursday for the East Coast and possibly Florida. So we're watching that. All right, so a couple new things on my chat here or my screen. We got this red GPS marker, kind of gives you a general idea where we're at. I move it around that way. It makes sense to keep it kind of like that. We got the weather data, live temperature and pressure, which is so important. Chasing any weather event as you watch pressure drop. And now I got my outside microphone apparently working, but I don't know what it's going to pick up. I sealed it last night, so it's waterproof. I'm sure there's some sort of voice oscillation or isolated aiding software on there, but see if it picks up any wind noise or anything. So I got the ultra wide, super duper wide, super duper duper wide angled lens right now. It gives you more of the picture of the sky. It's almost 180 degrees. It's crazy. That's why the things on the very, 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 very edge appear to be kind of bent. They're not sideways. But I can flip it back to 90 degrees. I think this is the road to, it is. So we're going to go out to Howard Park. Howard Park, stable here on the Florida West Coast. Beautiful little barrier island with a causeway going out. We'll take you on a little tour of that. So our new little setup here, we have network WAN from Skylink version 2 motorized antenna. We got local meet 4G, 5G hotspot MiFi key capability, which will detect any open key in the area and buy a packet of data. We have a AT&T and a Verizon SIM card, cell tower priority network. And then we have my T-Mobile priority Sprint network. So we should be able to at least access one carrier if Starlink is down, making a grand total, including my mobile Starlink on top of the roof, giving us a whopping 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 possible connections. and it bonds them all together. Oop, we just got a microphone switch. I gotta check that. What happened here? Why would my microphone switch on the Brood Crew here? All right, we're gonna have to stop. This is a good test for me. I'm gonna park over here. There's no sign that says we can't, so we're gonna park right here real quick. I gotta figure out. Oh, we lost camera on the Brood Crew. Oh my God! All right, so oh, camera's back. Okay, so I'm gonna have to monitor the Brood Crew a little bit more. I have a feeling. Did this last time we were chasing. Yeah, hey Eric, thanks man. Yeah, for some reason it didn't lock the settings, so hopefully it locks it. Maybe I should make this a priority. Let me see if I can prioritize this as primary. Oh, okay. Well, let's see. Let's see. Camera. Oh well. Uh-oh. Yeah. No, I'm doing a stream test and it went down and I got it back, so I'm good. Thank you. Oh yeah, I'm going back on the road. Thank you. Yeah, she was nice. I didn't get in trouble. That's the main thing. Oh, we lost camera again. Damn it. All right, Brew Crew, this is gonna have to figure this out a little better. Interesting. All right, well, Brew Crew, we'll be back on that. I got to do some more work on that. All right, here's the main page. I have a private server I'm trying to figure out, but anyway. All right, so we got too many variables up here. All right, so there's our normal setup. But anyway, I want to take you on a little ride while we test the stream here. We're solid 2000K. That's kind of my big test. This is Howard Park. This is where I grew up. This is where all the kids in high school hang out. Spring break, it's crazy. This is a little causeway that goes out to one of the barrier islands here, and they closed the right side, north side. They used to have parking on both sides of the causeway, but not anymore. Um, Used to be a zoo out here, man. Kids, oh my God, it was so hard to drive. They needed to open up the causeway because if they ever needed, sometimes the traffic's so bad right here that if they had to call an ambulance or something, there was no way the ambulance would get stuck. So they keep this open so that they could drive emergency vehicles if they had to the island. So, but hey, if you're looking for a private little beach here in Pinellas County, kind of off the main path here, it's got some pretty sands and kayaking. A lot of people kayak out here. A lot of people fish out here. People climb bridges out here. What was that guy doing? Um, all right, we'll take a little tour out here, and then we'll call it a successful test. We'll stop up here though. I got to check my back camera. I'm pushing the PC to the limit, unfortunately. I don't know if I'm gonna be able to multi-stream more than what we're doing now. But this is the Gulf. There's a lot of tide swings here. We get a lot of good water flow, so you get a lot of good water. You don't get a lot of stagnant flow. A lot of kite surfers come out here too, by the way, when the wind's up. Right there. Well, there's kayak. You can rent kayaks out here. So let's park it right here real quick. I need to do a little test. And then continue our journey. Let me see if I can get the back camera working. Ah, damn it. Just too much. Just has a hard time. Maybe I should deactivate it. It's not showing. All right, let's try one more time. Unhook it, bring it back real quick. So let's try this. Okay. And again, here's a different camera angles. That's a 180. Let's do 90. You can see it. You don't get as much wide angle, but it's still pretty though. All right, we'll leave it right there. Rear camera. Camera comes up. Maybe. I don't know. That's the back camera. Now it came up. Let me see if I can deactivate it when we're not showing it. Do that for both of them. Okay. All right. So there's the back camera. Front camera. Back camera. All right. Well, let's see how long the back camera works. It's a good little test. But we're streaming 2K. It looks pretty good. 2300, 20,000, 20,000. CPU's only at 1.9. I have had 5% drop frames though. That ain't good. Let's go to 1500. See quality difference. I don't think 1500 is really that bad, honestly. I'm gonna flip it to 1500. I got it on a constant bit frame. I wanted to try that. Let's try 1500 and we'll keep it uh, best speed. I want to see what this does. Well, actually, let's do okay. 1500 best speed. Nah, 1500. All right, we'll try that best speed. Let's see what that looks like. All right. So drop frames are at 2314. All right, let's see what we got now. I don't even know what camera to look at when I'm backing up. I got so much crap on my screens. Well, next Tuesday, next Monday, we're gonna be in the 80s here. Like a middle 80s, man. This place is gonna be jamming. You won't be able to find a parking spot, especially with spring break coming. This place is a absolute zoo. Come, oh man, the camera just moved way down on me. Oh well, that camera was a great idea, but I don't think it's gonna work. Too many videos, not enough computer. No, it says it's there. I don't know now. Listen. Oh well, let's see if it works. Maybe I can. I'll tell you what we're gonna do. Let's decrease the quality of this thing. Let me park a spot here. Well, looks good. I don't know. Try it again. Problem is all this stuff. You got to make sure it works because during a storm, you ain't got time to keep checking all this crap out. So it's got to be foolproof now. It's got to run on its own without any sort of input on my end. But I think we got the audio fixed. Nah, the video's not gonna work. Probably. Now see when I go back to it. Oh well. That's why I test. All right, let's check out the beautiful causeway here as we exit. I didn't think I'd be able to have three video inputs, honestly. Water's still chilly, man. These coastal waters are extremely cold. Oh, I got a glare on my windshield. What is that? A lot of glares on my windshield this time of day. I guess I can tilt that up a little bit. There we go. That's a little better. There we go. I'm gonna have to mess around with that back camera. It ain't gonna work. It just keeps freezing. If I go turn it off, that one works fine. Maybe I just need a different camera. I thought I had the same camera. HD Pro webcam. That's a 9. That's the rear one's a 920. Hey Shelly. The front one's a 1080. I don't even know what this one is. If the camera looks tilted, it's because I'm parked sideways. uh, let's see audio. I don't know. All right. Well, there's no point in me wasting time. It ain't gonna work. Okay. We'll continue our little ride here, and then we'll sign off. I gotta head up to a little appointment. But as far as the stream goes, it seems pretty darn good now. We got some storms brewing next Wednesday here at home. So we might be testing it a little bit more then. I still like the wider angle better. I know it's kind of weird looking, but it does do a really good job. It's an extremely wide angle. It's almost like 180, meaning like that. Oh, but this is our little hangout when I was a kid, man. We used to come to Curlew Causeway. Went to, you know, for them all them kids out there that for some reason don't go to school maybe when they're supposed to. Like SKIP maybe? No, nobody's ever done that. Nobody's ever skipped school. No, no, no. All right, we'll drive to the pretty little park here, and I'm gonna sign off. I gotta haul the mail or whatever they say, haul the mail. If mail's so slow to get, why do they always say haul the mail? Like that usually means you're going fast. Haul the mail. But more importantly, this is a test. Yesterday I did a VBR test, meaning a variable bitrate test, and it was a little more low latency situation, lower bit rate. But this one's a little more locked in, constant bit rate. Real test will be, of course, when we have a storm and we travel outside. But we're by the beach here, so I don't know if we really have a lot of signal or not. But I have my cell towers on standby because they charge me by the minute gigabytes for backup. So my primary streams are obviously my Sprint, T-Mobile, and Starlink, and my MiFi, which could be connected to anybody's really. But then I have a dedicated SIM card for the other networks. So the whole idea is it'll bond them into one set signal, and I hopefully won't lose any connection when we're out and about in the storm. What is that glare in the front windshield? There's something on the front windshield. Oh, that's the sunshine. It's so bright today. Extremely bright sunshine today. Blue sky. Nothing but blue sky. Our own little Alabama, where the blue skies are so blue. Where the skies are so blue. Sweet home. We were watching Emily play softball the other night, and there was in the little waiting room for the parents. There's about I don't know 3 or 4 sets of parents, and none very much anymore now. She's in college, so we were all there as a family, and Sarah was there, and the Sweet Home Alabama came on, and she started jamming, like screaming Sweet Home Alabama, and everybody started laughing because it was completely dark, quiet in there, because nobody, there's an uncomfortably numb, nobody knows anybody, so there's always this weird quiet, and then all of a sudden, she starts blaring out Sweet Home Alabama. There's a wild looking truck right there with dual axles. Man, that looks like a storm chaser right there. I don't know what that thing was. What was that thing? We're gonna go to US 19. I want to see if we have any hiccups. Right now we just only had 2977 drop frames. That's not too bad. 3%, 3.6. I think I can exit out of here straight. There's the old high school, middle school. Played softball up here with Emily's high school team a few times. Tarpon Springs, my good buddy John Mookie was in my wedding. He's from Greece. This is all a lot of Greek culture up here. He moves here. He's up here somewhere. Him and all his family moved over from Greece. He still has Greek accent. Taught me a few Greek words. I probably shouldn't say it here. What is that on my front windshield? Is there like something? It's like a weird reflection or something on it. I don't know what the hell it is. I've never seen it. I think there's something on my dash or something. But when we are streaming, I will be primarily on my SIM cards, which use high gain. I have these high gain antennas, like 42 something gigabyte or something high gain. I don't know. They're about 7 times more powerful than regular cell phone tower or phone antennas, and they will be picking up signal. So those two will be primary and really be able to pick up signals, bandwidth that I need over other standardized signals. Of course, Starlink doesn't work all that great when there's a lot of storms. I had Starlink during Helene, and I had it for Milton, and it was good, except, obviously, like anything that tries to send a signal up to space and there's a hurricane, you're going to get some restrictions. But it still worked most of the time, which is really, really weird. Plus, I prioritize a setting that constantly less than 1 second looking for connectivity, and I had it defaulted at 15 seconds. So if I lost my signal, it would search and then switch over to the next available one. So this new setting is going to actually constantly search within less than a second. Now, unfortunately, all this area was underwater during Helene, not way up, way up the coast here. All these houses had to deal with water as it came up the bayou here. I don't see signs of anything yet. A lot of these places are for sale, obviously. A lot of homes for sale in water. And the water came all the way up to or 19 up here. Crazy. All this was underwater. Hmm. No weather for a while. We got quiet week ahead for most people. Big stuff's brewing Tuesday, Wednesday, possibly Thursday, with the possibility of another lowrider system that's going to be coming. I think this is the bridge that they used during winter. Wasn't there a scene in winter that they crossed over a bridge? I think that was the bridge right there, Tarpon Springs. So we might have a sneaky little system here southeast in Florida maybe the following weekend, man. I don't know. I didn't look at the afternoon 12Zs yet, but I saw it this morning when we were doing our daily brew. And of course, anything that far out is so hard to predict. So you just kind of identify the pattern and you see the pattern and you're like, oh, yeah, well, it can happen. So the first pattern definitely it's going to be warming up, fueling those temperatures, creating a lot of potential fuel. I don't even know where I'm at. I'm just following this road. Eventually, we're gonna hit US or alternate 19 here. Beautiful area though, man. This is such a nice area. All this goes out to the Gulf. Um, Beautiful little park here. This is all part of Tarpon Springs. Very nice little town. They have an amazing downtown, sponge docks. Sometime in the 1800s, I think our little town here was settled upon back when in the industry was sponges, sponge docks. Old church. All right, so we're gonna go back on the big road here. There used to be a restaurant called Pappas's, I think it was. Um, so now we. All right, see how about guitar? That looks good. Yeah, it's too bad about the back camera. It gave me problems last year. Yeah, ain't gonna work. Waste my time with that. I'm I tell you what though, I'll be able to hook it up and flip to it if we need it. I can't have two primaries going with a third. So I bet if I activate it, put it on the main camera and did yeah, well actually no, you know what I can do. Well, there's too many video inputs. You can't have that many video inputs. Because my video card can handle so many video inputs. That's just the way it goes. Turn one off, turn one on, but it's still an input with a signal. So check out all these little towns or little stores. This is a cool one here, like a little yard summer. Look at that. They got uh, kinds of little yard knickknacks and stuff. Pretty cool stuff. There's a giraffe. There's a bull. Lighthouses. Then we got two big roosters over here. What else we got? Athens Auto Repair. You know there's some history there. Oh, that's a good place. They got happy hour. I don't even. Actually, there's a restaurant up here that we went to that's really good. Katrina's Tavern. There's a cool gift shop. Um, I think there's a restaurant we only went to like once or twice. It's a long way from our house, so we don't come here a lot. Not a long way, but after we're done eating and having a few drinks, we really don't want to drive back home that far. So I think it's right up here. Still haven't dropped a frame yet. I'm sure it's good signal up here, but still. So I don't know if this place is still open or not. Pilot House. I think that's a new name. Bar and restaurant. I don't know if that's the same place or not. But it was good. And that used to be the Pappas restaurant, I think it was called. Pappas? Now it's something else. There's a really cool little campsite up here that we could, Hickory Point, I think. It's Anclote River. Anclote. Cap Jack's been there before. That's a really cool place. You can bring your boat to that. Definitely awesome place to go on your boat. Very busy. Man, look at all those people. What the hell day is today? What is it? Wednesday? Why is there all those people there on a Wednesday? 2 o'clock. Happy hour. Oh, White Crossing. You coming, buddy? I got you, man. Okay, we're going to go to US 19. Head northbound. If you're just tuning in, this is obviously, oh, there's an evacuation route sign. You love them. This is obviously blue sky. So we're not storm chasing. We're testing some new equipment that I got. Some settings that I've been playing with, not equipment. I get some sort of a video switcher, but it doesn't. So I ain't gonna worry about that back camera. I have been having problems with that from day one. Now this little road up here, it's a good little road. I ain't gonna do it because I gotta go. I'm getting late. I'm already behind. But this road goes out to another park, Anclote Power Plant, and there's a cool little park out there on the water, Anclote. Um, Might just be Anclote Park. I don't know. We used to fish out there. Remember my buddy Joe. A lot of rocks out there, though. We used to snag rocks all the time. It's not fun. I didn't really master the hooking shrimp without the hook exposed. I was too young for that. Well, that place got big. I remember him. I think he had a smaller shop, man. He really expanded. Oh no, it looks like a bunch of shops. This is US 19. We had a lot of blue. Some of the water came all the way up here. Flooded areas up here. I can't believe it. All right. So that was a successful test. We're gonna give up on the back camera. I don't know why Brew Crew I couldn't go live with you guys again. It really bothers me. What am I don't know how I'm gonna do that. Can't do the virtual cam. It did that last time we used to do it, so I don't know. Might be one setting I can try maybe. It's not very stable. I don't understand it. I could try something here and pull off. Nah, I'm going to where I'm getting to where I'm going. I can still pull over though. There's a red light up here. So maybe we'll get stuck with a red light and I can do it up there. The one time I want to hit a red light, I won't. So I'm gonna pick the longest lane. What is the longest lane? This one? Okay, we're gonna go in the longest lane. Hopefully we get the red light. We're not gonna get the red light. The one time I want to hit a red light, I hit a green light. That's what you do when you don't want to get stuck in a red light. Wish for a red light, and you'll get a green light. Always the case. All right, we're gonna pull in the Winn-Dixie then. How about that? Let's pull in the Winn-Dixie. I need to try one thing. The one time we go into Winn-Dixie, you're not allowed to go to Winn-Dixie when your wife works at Publix. She would frown upon that, so we won't tell her that we're at a Winn-Dixie. All right, so let's try this up here. All right, hang on. I'm gonna go live. Let's see. There's my camera. Oh, speakers. We'll try this again. I'm doing a test. Sorry, I'm doing a second stream test. Hey, Eric, I'm doing another test. Had this problem last year. Oops, last year it kept defaulting to a different camera. It shouldn't. It's not locking my camera choices. So we'll see how long it lasts. I know last year we had a problem with this. But the signal's good. I'm still streaming at two different places. Let's try that. We'll drive around a little bit, see if I lose connection on this. Hey, Tiffany. All right. Oh my God, it's Pasco. Traffic. We used to live up here in Holiday. It was crazy. It's changed so much. Well, let's just go till it stops working. I need 3 monitors for the truck. Like I need a buzzer when it stops working so I can restart it again. There's a Subway up here. Oh, Julie and I used to eat at all the time. There used to be a Dodge dealership right here. I bought my first Dodge Ram, 2004. Sunday, Sunday, Sunday. I remember buying it. We traded in an Explorer. I was towing a trailer over to Skyway. Used up one of my 9 lives. I should not have ever towed that trailer over to Skyway with an Explorer. That was bad. Bad. Very bad. So anyway, I got a Dodge. Dodge came out with that commercial that year. That thing got a Hemi in it. I fell in love with it right then. So I had to get one. Right. And had a black one. Then I got a 2006 Hemi. I think it was 04 or 06. Maybe it was 05 or 07. No, 2001. We used to buy things in every 2 years. So I had a Mustang in 01. Then we had an Explorer, 03. I think it was 05, and then it was 07. And then I bought a Dodge, or then I bought a Toyota Tundra. They got into NASCAR back then. So I fell in love with Toyota because they were big in NASCAR. And then, yeah, 11. 11, I got a Ford. 13, I got a Ford. And everything else is a blur. 18, I got a Silverado. That's what I'm driving in now. That was 18. What I have in 7, 16. 16, I had a Ford. 15, 14, I had a Ford. 11, I don't know. I always had trucks. One time we had a Magnum. Let's see, I had a Dodge. So 406. Toyota. Never had a Nissan. Never. This was my first Chevy. Had 2 Fords. Hell, I don't know, man. Then Julie started. Then we started having family cars like Escapes and stuff. So then we had a Magnum. Remember the red Magnum? Jimi Hendrix. I'll never forget. I saw that to my mom. I want one of those cars, mom. Well, guess what? We got one eventually. Me and Julie got one. Red Magnum. I think it played Jimi Hendrix Fire. That was the commercial. So I'm a marketing guy, so I remember all these things. But it had a Jimi Hendrix. Oh no, 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 no. That was the Camaro. 97 Camaro. That's when I told my mom I wanted a Camaro. So I had one. I bought one 97. Yep, them at Chevy saw me walking in. They're like, look at this kid. We got him. They got me all right. I think they used Hendrix for Magnum too. I really do. I think they used Jimi Hendrix for the Magnum commercials when they first came out too. That thing had a Hemi in it. Also, pretty cool. All right, well, that's the end of our journey. We got kind of a good test. Maybe we didn't lose any frames. I changed one setting there on my OBS. Man, that could have been magic. I don't know. So. All right. Well, that's it for me. Have a great day, everybody. We'll be live Friday, but I'll be updating the weather obviously with these storms coming next week. I'm real curious what the 12Z model showed. I'll be posting.